Hi, I'm Shaun Henry. I'm from the Movement Gallery. I'm here today with Romy Hobson to talk a bit about her work. What we do is we promote artists from around Bristol and give them a platform to display their work. So Romy's going to talk a bit about herself. So Romy, what inspires your work then?
So I am a 20-year-old student at the University of Bristol. So I'm doing this part-time. I mean, I had a lot more time before I came to uni, but now I just have to kind of fit it in when I can, and so it's really great that I do have an opportunity to kind of do my work in my own time, and when it is ready I can send it to the Movement Gallery, they'll put it out there, it's in the public eye, and that's just, you know, it's just really unusual for people to actually be able to have a platform that normally people don't necessarily have unless they are a full-time artist, so that's really great for me.
Is there any particular artists at all that influence you and your pieces that you create?
Yeah, I'd say that I've always kind of felt like I have my own kind of way of doing things. It's not necessarily that I'm special in any way, but I'd say that there's a lot of artists that I really respect, but they're often very conflicting. So, you know, a lot of people see my work and they go, oh, it's like Jackson Pollock, you're just throwing stuff at it. But I kind of want to say, actually, there is a process behind it. Yeah. I'm thinking about it. There's stuff that's driving me towards it.
So what is the actual process? Like, what type of mediums do you use to create your pieces?
Well, it obviously depends on what I'm doing, how I'm feeling, what I'm trying to create. But for instance, behind us here. This piece is 3 layers, so it's a thin layer of paint, so that's the background red colour. Above that there's a mixture between PVA glue, flour and paint that's whipped up to make a really elastic kind of mixture. It makes
quite a textured effect, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's a lot of depth.
It's good, it adds a bit of depth, and then over the top of that it's just a really thin layer of paint just to blend all the colours and textures in to make it more uniform. I don't know, it's, you know, every painting kind of, for me, has a particular memory behind it, when I did it, where I did it, but obviously for other people that can change.
Okay. So tell us a little bit about how you got started.
So when I was growing up abroad, I was moving around a lot. My parents moved from England to Malaysia, to Australia, to Thailand, and then back to the UK when I was about 12. Yeah. So it's been a lot of moving around, and what it's meant is that, you know, they didn't want me to have a Game Boy, they didn't want me to do a lot of the new stuff that everyone else was doing. Instead they just gave me pen, paper, watercolours, and I spent a lot of time doing that. So, you know, when we were living in Australia, an average afternoon would be with a family friend of ours, an artist called Lindy Tradeswell, who amazingly managed to make me want to be her in every way by showing me these amazing patterns.
So she sort of inspires you to your work and gave you that push to...
Yeah, she did. She just showed me a lot of her own work, and in that, I don't mean they were great art pieces. Yeah. She showed me her notepad where she'd just been scribbling, and these kind of beautiful sketches she just do off the cuff, and for an 8-year-old girl that was enough to be like, I want to be like that, I want to be amazing. So she was a big influence, and then kind of made me want to choose it throughout school, and then after school just art teachers and stuff who told me, hey look, all I want you to do is carry on painting. I got a card from my art teacher when I left school, Peter McNiven. He just said, just carry on painting, you know, that's all it said, and it just really made me want to be like, okay, no matter what I'm doing, I should just make time for it.
That's great, that's great. So we're going to ask you, Romy, can you do as a 30-second drawing? I'm going to put you on the spot now, just to show the viewers what you can do.
Is it going to have to be the most beautiful thing you've ever seen? Because that's probably not going to happen.
It isn't.
Okay, alright, well I'm ready to give that a go. Alright, let's give it a go.
Alright, great.
I'm waiting in line and I'm checking the time. I don't know far.